said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Running to the left. Slithers into space. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Gibson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Got it in the middle. It's Norman. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions in this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So LSU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance, just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Makes the grab. It's Durham. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the ground, it's Durham. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking left. He makes the catch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Hill. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. If you do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Riley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd falling short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to keep the drive alive. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Right back to the well. At the 35, he's loose. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the red zone, looking for a space. Get it out on the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to...
Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Preston. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. He's got it on the right. On the move at the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. The quick out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll start the return inside the spot. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his feet to buy time. That's caught. It's Butler. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's going up top. He's got it inside the 30. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Gibson. There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
With the catch, it's Gibson. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Ready,
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense in Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Finds his big tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here's the pressure. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Flying out to the left. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. The Aggies in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a crease. It's Durham. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unleashes one. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Fires to the tight end. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Preston. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Tigers have it with a first and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And he makes the extra point. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Power football with the run. Can't get him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've
breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Aggie! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Oh, he's got some space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Firing to the right, complete. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Going up top again. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
27, jump.
Trying to barge their way in.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Running back searching for a hole.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL.